Hello fun and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's Warren East. Let's go to where we left off previously in turn 58. We're July 26, 1942. And yeah, let's get things rolling here. If I break them up, I can only send units to those kind of hexes, see. But I actually think then it's a good idea to send two of these back here so I can at least join this one back together again. The enemy seems to be more pressing onto those Finnish forces there. Alright, so they beat me back there, which given these low numbers is not that much of a surprise. They're pretty weak. I'll do it like this. The enemy does not seem to have a whole lot of units there, so hopefully they will not attack that much there. We'll see how that goes. Then wouldn't mind having these divisions here for a little while longer. Although I wanna look, they're all part of that. Right, what I would need to do is put you under the Panzer Corps. And you under the 28th. Yeah. Now you can go here, also stay on refit, and you go into that hex, you into Bologu. And I guess these guys can stay there, yeah. Now, I have to say this stuff is pretty frustrating, but neither. Can you move? You could, but they're pretty weak. This is weird. But what I'll do is I'll certainly take over that hex again. It's funny that this is now empty, although they do have some stuff there. It's not as if it's very useful to go and take that. Ideally, I take over the riverbank or take it back. But things are hard enough as it is. Alright, let's see how this goes. They'll likely kick out the 376th. But I don't want to say I never did really worry about it that much, but yeah. Alright, that's one part. Let's go further down south. Because, yeah, I just, like, this sucks, but they just have to go. And I know I'm using 60th motorized for terrible purposes here, but if I want to use the rail unit over here, I need to move it into that direction. Alright, so this division, or corps, sorry, this corps of the 6th Army is going to try and deal with those things. I'll move the Italians there so that I can get the Romanians to refit on those hexes there. I'll keep these guys on this hex for this turn too. And that's because they're both full. Check that one. I'll just keep them there. Next turn I'll start working on the rail line up north. Alright, so I'm not gonna try and beat these, but I'd rather just contain this. And move along that line. Yeah, this is, I don't want to say useless, but let's move this army to Tatsinskaya. I also want to put a depot in Tatsinskaya, even though we don't have the rail line there yet. Alright, so in order to get past this marginally well, don't give me that crap. Come on, game. Thank you. I also still, yeah, I can't do that. I need to push these away in order to pass through that rather well. It seems to be easier just to get there. The interesting thing, in a way, is that I can if I can break through this, there will be a pretty small encirclement. This is sucky because I cannot beat them currently. But let's cross anyway. Because Southern Stalingrad doesn't give me any points, but it does have some armament production, and it will make stuff a bit easier. Of course, most of their stuff is in Northern Stalingrad. I'll try not to actually touch either of these two hexes, because if whatever force is in there attacks these panzers, they will most assuredly rout. That's not something that I'd be looking forward to. Let's take that river hex, even though it's weak. And here and here. All right. Does it look nice? Well, not particularly. I'm actually inclined to pull these back. Kinda like this. Right, they're a lot less likely to be able to get all the way up through there than to link together there. So I think this looks to be a lot nicer. Thinks have been pretty interesting. So I'll leave these guys over in that hex. They're not gonna do another attack, and same accounts for these. Really? Sixth Army is now here, but I'm gonna eventually shuffle, of course, forces over to the Stalingrad region. But I just need to clear out this pocket first, and then whatever they have here too. Every corps that I can snag is also very nice, because there's a lot of forces. And now that I've also decoupled the rail at Stalingrad multiple times, if they don't get any units here, then at least I can also cross the river and cut off their rail that way, because they ain't gonna get anything from down there. So that is again pretty tricky. The thing is, I don't like. Yeah, I need to get the Salsk, and I've made a nice opening now. Good. Now that I've cut their rail line, it means this rail cannot be used. So the unit here needs to be supplied by this rail, and the unit here needs to be supplied by this rail and truck movement, which is pretty far. Now the goal, as I said, is to get an encirclement going. I'll take that city. Unfortunately, I cannot move into that city itself. Which is a bit of a bummer. But I'm quite curious to see how they're gonna react to this little breakout here. And as it is, I basically want these forces to at some point swing down south to encircle whatever forces I can over in that section too. Now that we've kind of established a defensive position there, it means that now I'm somewhat free to get into the Caucasus, somewhat, but I would need to encircle these, and I want to shift 4th Panzer, which is immensely stretched right now, as you can see. I want to send them further down south, but I also need the Romanians for that, etc., etc. So that all requires a little bit of work. Now, oh, wow. Jeez. Fuck me. That means I can immediately not do anything there anymore. I think I can beat them, maybe. Let's see if I can get across the river. Yes, I can. Okay, well that did not go amazing. But let's see what can be done here. and this unit is gonna start working on the rail down here, so hopefully that is gonna go well too. Yeah, this is pretty weak, but we'll see. These guys will now have to march in this direction. So let's do that. And look, like I said, I made a mistake not moving these units over in that direction a lot earlier. That is definitely my fault, and I suffered for it. Well, let's take that back. Let's only take you for now, because then that's weird. They take a different route and suddenly they can move. Right. At any rate, that was all the Romanians except the 4th Romanian army itself. Let's move the 3 corps over here. Like that. Alright, let's do a few small things because I'm almost out of time here too. These guys have recovered nicely, I do have to say. So I think it's time to do this and this. There. And there. Because these guys are also doing pretty poorly, of course, and this part of the light division is at least at 81%. That's nice. And then once these guys have recovered, I'm gonna take these 2 out, although not necessarily 105th Hungarian, but currently those things are looking pretty well. I'm gonna keep these guys here. I don't see myself breaking through there that quickly. This is still a 1. This one isn't doing too well either. Very good. I'm not... Oh wow, it remains a 1 even after all that. That's tough. There are a few things that I can do here, not necessarily attack at that, but I can see myself break through this and creating another little encirclement there. Maybe. But I do feel it quite necessary to also create a bit more space there. For starters, this can also be broken. We also show that there is not all that much in this area. Okay, well, that's a bit sucky. What it means is a full Panzer division. I need to... there's a unit here. The AI has positioned itself pretty well in these locations. You can't do a whole lot more than attack. Let's just take this here hex. There we go. Funny that this is still easier. Well, okay. Thank you. Lost 6 tanks in the endeavor though. So this is as far as they'll go. At a bare minimum, you can move the furthest. The tricky part now is to both hold them off from this side while simultaneously keeping a hold on these. Now, what I need to do, this kind of sucks. Ah, crap. Should have looked. I can't even take those guys out. Huh. Okay, sometimes the AI really amazes me with their strength. Jesus. Okay. I have to do it, or I'm just not getting through. Thanks. There's no way I'm beating them either for now. I have to do it. I'm not getting through. Well, never getting to tumble for this turn. Either way. No. It's only the Panzer Regiment. Well, I'm sure that at the very least I can make this a little bit bigger. So, you know, I'm taking a bit more space here. I really do want that. I'll have to get something a bit more powerful in that position. One thing that I actually kind of like, well, the thing is this rail is technically broken, so it would be hard for them. If they want new reinforcements, they have to either go through here. As of these, I know this is kind of crazy, but putting them on refit like this. And yeah, let's keep these at Kursk for the moment. Really thought I would have been able to at least also take this hex, but I guess not. I could have probably, like, yeah, I can move up there as well, but I don't see how that's of that much use. Although, yeah, if they attack, I'll be in trouble. And there, so keep them in reserve. Until I can clear the remainder of these pockets. Well, this is of course a new one, rather small one at that too. I find my, well, let's just call it breakthrough here to be very strange anyway. If you look at it, it's kind of like a zit on my front line there. It's kind of weird. Although, if you were to take this very long stretching thing with this tiny Balzac, yeah, never mind that. It's just not say anything. It looks kind of ridiculous. But we'll see how that goes. Am I getting any reinforcements? I would not believe it, but ooh. Now this I like. Let's send them up. And let's also check whether there are any Hungarians then that have unlocked No, no, no. No. Alright, I'm gonna wrap things up here, and I probably still have to do a little bit of reorganization in the next episode, but at least for now, I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. So take care. See you then. Bye-bye.